Welcome to the Fictional Men support group. So we're talking about Exodus finale, and we're also, if there's time, we're going to go into chapters 1 through 20 of the finish line.
We have to.
Yeah. But I don't know why my comment on there says that we're talking about We Who Will Die. I don't know how to edit that, so. So, what did you think about the ending, Morgan?
Morgan's driving.
Oh yeah, she can voice text or whatever.
Where did it? What was the end of the story?
The ending for that was, so we end on he confronts her 8 months later. Like, after she comes back to town 6 years later, and all of them have basically moved on. And she's like come back to reclaim everybody and do everything that,
and selling the company.
And she's selling her company and all of that.
Okay.
But she also is coming back with the intent of leaving her fiance to get back with Tobias or reconnect with whoever or whatever. And then she gets back and realizes, like, everybody's moved on.
But she already broke up with her fiance.
Yeah, she did break up with him. But he, like, won't take no for an answer.
No, he will not.
He keeps, like, blowing her up. Which, I mean, if I'm your... I mean, I expected, I think. Like, if you're gonna marry somebody.
Yeah.
But that one phone call where do you remember the phone call she had with her fiance where he was like, were you masturbating after we had sex to them? And she was like, yes. I was like, dang, dude.
Yeah, that
was rough. That was rough. Like,
yeah.
Was that necessary to talk about?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think
maybe though, to like get him to like dump her, be done with her.
So for real, this is how for real I am. I never finished to the image of your face. I just want you to know that.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like if somebody told me that, I would be done.
Yeah, I'd pretty much be done.
This dude still is like, but maybe there's a
You're
chance.
saying there's a chance.
And he shows up again.
Yeah.
Like, to her house.
Completely and totally unrealistic.
Like,
but he's also her business partner, like,
I guess,
in her company, but still, yikes.
I don't know what kind of enthrall Cecilia has.
She's got the golden vagina.
Every man that she comes into contact with. I guess. As soon as you sleep with her, you fall in love. It's like Aphrodite.
Yeah. Hey, Mandy.
Hey. So we were just talking about the phone call that she had with her fiance about how she finishes to the thought of her former lovers after they have relations. And we were just like, that's a lot, like, going on there.
Rude.
Like, going on there.
Rude.
Yeah, that's a lot going on there.
So rude.
Yeah, super rude.
Oh my God, could you imagine if somebody said that to you?
Yeah.
Lord.
No, I could not. To herself. You mean like just saying, I am in the wrong, I am at fault for this? Well, yeah, I know, but that's a dirty way to do it. I mean, I was kind of shocked by that. You keep freezing.
We're not.
I don't know why. It's just me here.
Well, I'm here too.
I mean, there's nobody here on the Wi-Fi is what I mean.
Turn off the freeze blaster.
Yeah. Is it working? So we'll see if that helps. But it was a lot of introspection on her part, and it like went into the actual damage that had been done, like to her mentally and emotionally. Like she was living that manipulation and that betrayal, like, and we were seeing that in real time play out in her mind, and it was a lot of her thoughts, and it was. Is it better now? I don't know.
I thought it said an infant replay.
Is it better now? I mean, are we replaying for everyone? I guess we're having some, like, Wi-Fi issues. I don't know. But if you're here, thanks for joining. Welcome in. Fictional Men Support Group. We are talking about the ending of Exodus and some of the finish line. And I'm just curious, I want to know everybody's opinion on that ending. When he comes back and he shows up, do we feel like it's too little too late at that point? I mean, or would you, I mean...
Yeah. I mean...
No.
We can play that it's too little too late. She has to act like it is, but...
Yeah.
Hello, who wouldn't take him back?
I know, but he did a lot of stuff. Especially, though, we did find out in this book that he was the one who did the wings.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know about that part. I mean, do you feel like...
Does it talk about... It doesn't talk about him when his brother was sick.
That's in the finish line.
Okay.
But in Exodus, he did them to protect her, though. Red flag, but excusable. Is it excusable, though? I mean, she was drugged and tattooed. That's a lot. And then the next day, he kicks her to the curb? That's a lot.
That's true.
I mean, it's like...
But she really wanted to be in on the group. Like, come on, you'd have to have a little bit of...
So give her a necklace.
You'd have to be a little flattered. You'd have to... I don't know. It's horrible, but...
I don't know. That one was hard for me, like, you know, to stomach, I think. And it got me into kind of the mindset at that point, like, when that's going on, I'm, like, thinking...
But did she die? No.
No, she did not die. She just woke up tattooed.
Die. Yeah.
But I kind of was getting into your mindset, though, Morgan. When that happened, I was like, well, wait a minute. And because I've seen a lot of stuff online that's like, it should have been Dom. And I'm kind of like, I mean, maybe. I mean, that's kind of a lot.
Should have been Dom that tattooed her?
No, that she ended up with. Like, it should have been Dom that she ended up with. But he, like, ended up sacrificing himself for her.
Yeah, but she wouldn't have been happy with Dom after she had the older calf.
I know, but God.
She tried to be good.
Yeah.
Without him.
That whole thing was so sad. And then it was so sad to read through her grief and her processing. When she came back and everybody had moved on after that, I was feeling that.
So did we talk about that last time? Or
No.
Is this... Okay, yeah, that was very sad.
It was very, like, I was almost like, oh shit, we're done. Yeah. We're all done. And then they find out it was bad. Yeah, and they, like, did it hurt your heart when we found out Sean was married with 2 kids?
Yeah. And his wife was a shopkeeper.
The shopkeeper.
Yeah. Shopkeeper.
And she was...
Dawn!
I don't know.
Beauty
the dressmaker. Yeah, I know. Well, I'm sorry. I was watching The Witcher before this.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, she goes in there and she's like giving her weird looks, and we found out that it was Tessa who had married Sean, and like, but why would she be mad at Cecilia? What did Cecilia do?
And she wanted Tyler. What?
Yeah, because that she wanted Tyler with. Yeah, because before she left, she was like, I know somebody who you would be good with.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, you know who walked in afterwards? It wasn't Tyler. Spoiler.
Yeah. And it's kind of, but I mean, come on, really, is Sean going to be happy with the
he's
shopkeeper when he's been
apparently not
sharing with his brother?
I mean, apparently not, because she was like, why would she have such venom towards her? Unless there was some lingering feelings from Sean towards her or whatever. Otherwise, why would that be necessary? Obviously, the only explanation for all of that anger...
Or she's insecure. Just super insecure.
Well, she said she's secure in her marriage now, but she said she was.
Yeah.
That was rough to read, though. And then she's like, go ahead and grab you another dress on the way out. Bitch, I don't need your dresses.
Yeah.
You need all the dresses you can get. You know how many D's I've been through?
Yeah.
I had your husband and his friend at the same time think you need a dress.
She would have been tossing dresses that were too small for Cece in the dressing room.
Yeah.
Like, put on a little weight.
Yeah. Tessa was afraid C would take Sean back. Immediately. Yeah. Because...
Oh, yeah, that's probably her reaction. That's what her reaction was, yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah.
It wasn't insecure.
Then when she goes to pick up the car, he even says, like, what does he say? Something like, I wish it was you or something, or sometimes I wish I had ended up with you, or something along the lines of that you should not be saying as a married man with 2 kids to another woman.
I must have I breezed right through that.
I don't know. It was something. Y'all got to get on that and get back to me on that, because he says, get on that and get back to me, because he says something like, you were more. You were always more. You were my more, or something. He says something like that, like, and she's like crying, and he's like,
are you talking about when he gave her the Camaro?
Yes. It turns... I'll always love you. Yeah! Something like that shit.
First of all, you don't say that.
You're married, bro!
You're married. You
with
don't
2
say
kids!
that. Yeah, because what if Cece would have been like...
Hey, Tessa, your boy just took me. He loves
well, not
me.
that, but what if she'd made a move for Sean?
I mean, she could have in that moment, I feel like.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of sad, because Tessa was obviously not the first choice. She was the last choice.
Yeah, she was the last choice.
But he also said he was happy with Tessa. I mean, if you do enough pot, you're happy with any situation.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that these just...
I'd be happy with chocolate ice cream. But
I know.
If you put pralines and pecans in front of me, then I'm really happy.
I think Sean is pretty much happy in any scenario he's in, because he makes the most of it. So it's like he got like option C, and he's just trying to do his best with that.
But he also said he was happy with what?
She already said that.
Oh, okay.
We already went over that. So, I don't know. That was odd. And then she leaves. Well, that scene, though, when they have that, like, when the girl showed up for Tobias, and it's Alicia from the meetups, and she's like, and I see him looking at her with affection. I was like, jeez.
Wait, what part?
You remember when she was at the bar, and he comes, because she's, like, in
at Eddie's bar?
Yeah. He shows up, and then Alicia, she's like, sorry, she's like, you always get me back, or she's not French, I don't know why. I don't know why everybody gives an accent.
I'm not sure.
You get an accent. No way, she's like, you always get me back, Tobias, I know you will, or something. And she's like, I'll see you at home. And she's like, I'll see you at home. When she, like, gets to the car and he has to drive her. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't remember that part. I read it too fast.
She
I thought they tore the bar apart.
No, he drives I feel like he just settled for Tessa for sure. What a slap. Yes. Yeah, like when Alicia shows up to pick him to drop him off because he has to drive her home in her car. That's
his boyfriend. I mean his boyfriend. His girlfriend.
I mean, I know she's not first round pick, but she doesn't look like a man. It very clearly describes a feminine figure. Yeah.
Yes, okay.
Yes. No, yeah, she
okay.
gets out. That took me out. That part was hard. Because she's like, and he looks at her with affection. When she was saying all this, it's in the car that she was never allowed to drive. Yes.
The Camaro.
Yes. It's all like a lot. Like, it's a lot, and
who gave her the necklace?
Dom, I guess, because it was in his Camaro.
Yeah, because it...
Yeah, I guess, so I'm assuming it was Dom.
I don't know if it really said... Did it say?
No, I don't think so.
But it's hanging from the rear view mirror.
So we just assume...
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what's... Yeah, I mean... That scene was really hard. And I felt that because I feel like that was a very relatable... Like, I feel like this back half of this book, we've all been there in some way. And so that was a lot to process emotionally. I feel like the writer did write it very well as far as from the perspective of someone who was going through that.
This perspective of someone who's getting ditched, or
like coming back and trying to, like, you know, if you've ever, like, you broke it up with somebody or whatever, and then you see them out with somebody new, or you go to try to reconcile and find out they're in a new relationship or something.
You're saying Cece's what she was thinking when she saw that. Yeah. She saw that. Yeah.
Well, like, just her whole emotional, like, processing that she does.
Thinking it could have been me.
Like, well, yeah.
Or it should have been me, or...
And, like, I just feel like I can relate so hard to her because I feel like we've all been in that situation, and it's so difficult to be in. Like, I would have lost my shit.
Yeah.
Like, and then come back and everybody's moved on, and you tore your whole life down to come back, and you came back to nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, which she, you know, her life that she had was kind of like she captures the emotion at the time it happened. Yeah, I think this one, and so I had a harder time engaging with the character in Flock because it was written very much from the emotional immaturity of Cecilia, but her character has grown substantially
totally.
through this book, and I think the writer did a good job with that.
Yeah, almost unrealistically though. She's grown.
It's like Harry Potter
26.
on crack.
Yeah.
Like every book gets more advanced.
Yeah.
26, yeah. And then
Anne has her own company and like
that scene with her in the boardroom where we found, like, when she's like nailing balls to the wall on the phone with that Jerry guy, and she's like, "Oh, your wife," he's like, "Your wife, is she not killed herself yet?" or something. Like, just saying crazy stuff to that guy who was in business with Roman. And and it was the bet. Like, that was a really powerful scene for her. I was like, let's go. Yeah. Like, we really see that she was like, oh, Gabe's in here. Hey, Gabe. Are you at your mom's house, or are you, where are you at? But when she was, we see a different side of her character where she was, you know, the victim in a lot of scenarios, and now she's
in control.
Manipulator, like the pawn mover or whatever. And so it's almost like she's a byproduct of what Tobias made her. Like,
Are you saying because they dumped her?
Well, because of everything he taught her.
Because of all the hurt and stuff, or
everything he taught her. Like, he taught her, like, about the Raven when they were together originally. He taught her about, like, they were playing chess for strategy, and he was like teaching her about, like, business and, like, how to get the upper hand on people and don't bring emotion into it, and stuff like that. I feel like she basically was his creation at that point, like, to come to fruition. But I don't think he, like, realized that in the moment when all that was happening, because he's like, I think at that point he's like, oh shit.
But she also became a badass because she'd been fucked over.
But the interesting thing is, I think we don't know this until later, but we realize that there's a lot going on behind the scenes, and like he's like freaking out because she is not aware of how many enemies he has at that time, and she's targeting herself. And he's putting out a bunch of fires.
Are we talking about when she was when she came back to sell the company?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he says before he comes back to be with her, 8 months later, he said it took him that long just to kill off everybody that was going to come for him.
But he doesn't tell her that until the...
we find that out in the finish line, like later on. But, I mean, you know... I don't know. I mean, it's just a lot. It was a lot. It was I had a hard time getting through this one, too, because it was just so emotional. I felt like I was in it.
You talking about the Exodus?
Yeah. And then when she leaves, I'm thinking, that's how it ends? I've legit thought that's how it ends. Until he shows up. Like, I thought, okay, she ends up with no one.
Yeah, because doesn't it end with her ripping her dress up? Or is that the beginning of the next book?
No,
her wedding dress.
She did that before she came back to town. When she came back, that she had the dream, ripped up her wedding dress, and then came back to town. But I
get confused reading.
Yeah, well, that's reading more than one book.
Yeah,
it's
I like to read a lot of chapters, but I'm totally confused on where one book ends and the other one starts.
Yeah. What do we think about his evaluation of her, though, when he talks about her being an addict of love?
Tobias?
Yeah. Do you remember him saying that? And then, he's like, you're addicted, like, you need it, like, this is your...
Was this in the boardroom, or is this...
They were at the house when he said that.
At Roman's house?
Yeah. And I think when he said that, though, because she was talking about, her mom's an addict, and her dad and all that, and then he's like, you're addicted to love, like, when he was kind of trying to downplay their relationship and be like, that the only reason why is because you crave the high of this,
Little did we know who's addicted now to buy.
I think that revelation was really a lot of introspection on himself, because he's been through that whole life. We find out in Finish Line, like, a lot of the background story of how him and Tobias were raised, which is just so sad.
Yeah.
So sad.
Yes.
And, like, the part where he's going to get him the medicine.
Yes.
Was so sad.
Because of the chicken pox?
Yes. And he's, like, stealing money. And that made me so mad at Delphine.
Yeah, she was a loser.
Like, what are you doing? Like, and now, but it makes sense why Dominic was like, live in whatever squalor you want. Like, now that makes sense. Because I'd have been like, hell with you then.
Yeah.
After all of that. Do you think so? Or, I mean... Because we were talking about that before in Flock when she cleaned the house. And we were like, why would Dominic let her live like that? Well, now it makes damn sense.
Because they grew up in that.
Well, they grew up in that, and she was a dick.
Yeah, they didn't... Yeah, she was an alcoholic she was an alcoholic, right?
Yeah, and they had, like, parties over at the house every night with the kids.
I wonder if it goes into anything which I know, Mandy, you've read, and so was Morgan, but the story of Delphine and Tyler.
It does, yeah.
Goes into why she did that, maybe. Why? Maybe she was trying to make them tough.
I don't know, maybe, but that was like almost.
But I was totally almost.
I mean, it was. No, it was.
It
but
was,
I mean,
100%.
It was, but like,
and then
you know what I'm saying?
Her mother that picks him up and takes him and
to the pharmacy.
Yeah,
and she's like bawling her eyes out.
Yes,
because
I mean, we can say it now. She's the one that caused.
She's the one who killed his parents.
Yes.
So what she's just driving around the streets stalking little boys?
Well,
picking them up in her car?
No, but she felt bad.
I know, but how long has she been sitting there waiting for him to come out of the house?
I mean, weeks.
That's what I'm saying.
Probably weeks.
That was so
but
odd.
Also, that's why her mom did those things, and Cecilia's opinion of her father, of like them suffering and not having enough, but she was supporting Dominique and...
No, she wasn't.
Yes, she was.
That one time she did. No, they had a settlement for the rest of it.
After the parents died? No, but you remember the scene where Cece's like, that's why we went without so much, because she was sending packages to Delphine's house with no return address.
Was she?
Yes.
I must have missed that.
Yes. And Tobias says when they finally meet up, he thanked her because he's like, we would have never made it without those. I didn't know that was you. Thank you so much.
I didn't know that.
Yes, she did that for a long time.
Okay.
And that's why they were so broke, because
Morgan said that part made me cry.
Yeah, that was
part,
so sad.
When they went to the pharmacy.
Sweet. Yeah.
I know, like... but, I mean, you know, it is sad and sweet, but at the same time, like,
she killed her parents.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, how do you apologize?
You don't.
Here's a care package. Yeah. Sorry.
Here's some calamine lotion.
Sorry, I torched your parents in a tragic fire in a factory. I mean, I know she was really trying to go out there and, like, you know, do, help them and she's like, how are you guys doing? Like, everything good? You guys read everything? You in school or whatever? Like, I mean, okay.
Remember when she took him
it was super.
But that was her first contact with him.
I know.
So she probably didn't know. I mean, she probably was sitting there like, what do I do?
I know.
You know,
but
how can I help?
Nowadays, she'd have been arrested.
Yeah, she would have been arrested.
Like, I mean,
totally arrested.
That is not going to fly in 2026.
And also, what a loving side of Tobias. This is the first glimpse we get to see when he's like totally so worried about getting home and his
the clicky thing,
the three clicky
things.
So he's a little bit of a weirdo.
And I know, and like he's like, you don't touch him, you don't raise him, you do nothing.
Count Dracula.
No, you can't say it without the accent. I know.
When you always go into this.
It's like always never right.
It's
always Russian.
It's
always. It's like, or it's Mexican. I know you can't say that. It's Spanish. It's Latina heritage. I don't know why it's always just off. It never hits. I don't know, but you know what I'm saying. When she's like in the room and he's like, she says, I don't even want to be a parent. And he's like, well then don't be. I'll do everything.
To Delphine?
Yeah. And he's 11 years old.
Well, no. Was he 11 then?
Yes.
Okay, because he was 14 though when they were talking, when the other one got the chicken pox, right?
No, he was 11.
Was he 11? Okay.
And he had to
he was, because it was
That's
3
younger
miles
than
to the
Arabelle.
store. Yeah.
That'd be her taking care of Luna. Like, it's almost the same age gap.
Yeah.
And that was hard to read. And then her just like, you're gonna... And then... I did really like Sean, though, because they described him as this little dirty boy that just comes through the window. I'm like, what are you doing?
Hey, what's up?
He's like, Sean, there's a front door, and he's like, where's the fun in that? I'm like, you make a lot of sense now.
It's like Peter Pan.
A lot of things make sense.
Coming through the window.
And then he's always in there, like always at their house. He's like, "Hey guys," or with hanging out with Dominic, and then,
which is kind of weird because Sean has pretty good parents, right?
I guess, yeah.
I mean, they own the restaurant, so
I mean, I don't know
why they didn't gravitate to Sean's garage.
Yeah, why didn't you go to Sean's house? Maybe
it's because freedom, because Delphine didn't get
maybe and
hell,
maybe he just like found his way over there. I don't know. And they had alcohol.
I keep thinking the Flintstones, like
I know. I mean, how is this barefoot kid dirty?
Yeah,
I think of the little kid.
Oh yeah, they did have that's probably why, because they were replacing Delphine's alcohol.
Yeah, with water.
But it was only Sean that was drinking. It wasn't Tobias. He was Tobias. He was kind of aggravated about it.
Okay. Yeah. What about the part where Tobias, like, we see him as a father figure in this for Dom, and which makes a lot more sense as far as stuff further on. And what do you think about that flashback? But he has a neighborhood kid bond. Yes. I know, we were just saying, like, how crazy is that he's, like, coming in the window, and they're like, Sean, there's a front door. And he's like, where's the fun in that?
Yeah.
I love him, though, throughout it, because even, there's another chapter in Exodus where they're all getting tattoos, and Dom's like, Tobias says something like, I'm going to take the fall for everything, and they're like, Dominique's just now figuring out some, like, you're acting like I just told you that Santa wasn't real, and it's like a really tense moment, and Sean goes, wait, he's not? They're like 20-something or whatever. Like, he always does that shit. Yeah, and then they're all, the one where they're around the fire, and Sean always a joker, I know. And then where they're on the fire for that camping trip, and he's like, what's going on? He's like, you need to get some better priorities, man. He's like, these are my priorities. P word, P word, P word, P word. He's like, and let me think. Oh yeah, P word, or whatever. And then Tobias is like, these idiots. I mean, I don't know. He's always like joking, which is so funny. He is always the Joker. Welcome in. If you're new here, we're talking about Exodus, the finale, and some of the finish line. So, I think bond like brothers and kept their own personalities. Yeah, for real.
Yeah, 100%.
And it makes more sense, too, about how they were able to share somebody, because it's like they were like, when they were kids, they were like, they both responded like the same person.
Yeah.
Not like the same person, but like, it was like they were twins, combined twins with different heads or whatever, and they were both speaking on behalf of Dominique.
Yeah.
It was like, Tobias would ask Dominique a question or whatever, and Sean would be like, and yeah! Or whatever, he's...
Well, Sean kind of followed them both around like a lost dog.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, he was like, what are y'all doing over here?
Yeah.
Y'all got something over here? Or, yeah, I mean, he's two peas in a pod. Yeah, like telepathy almost. Exactly. Like, they both were, like, finishing each other's sentences. Yeah. Like, they were, like, soulmates or something. So that part makes a lot more sense, like, later on in the book. So, like, basically, Exodus is, like, a bridge gap narration. Like, where we're just getting, like... It's connecting the first book to the third book.
Yeah.
And the third one gives us a lot more detail. But a
lot of information.
Do you like that flashback style? Like that it does where it's like dual point of view and then it flashes back a lot for Tobias?
I don't, because I have my memory's terrible. So like when I'm reading it, but now I'm like, oh.
It gets very confusing.
It's very confusing. It's very hard to put like situations in a timeline in my mind when it's going like, I'm 19, I'm 24.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Especially because we're figuring out everything this book. We've not had all this information up until this point. So it's like a lot of information kind of thrown at you all at once, but it's not linear. It's like back and forth, up and down, side and side. This is age, this age, this age.
100%.
Yeah, like I was having a hard time following that.
Yeah, and it makes me scan through the book.
But
more or less like
you kind of skim it or whatever.
Yeah.
I will say though,
not skim it, but I read it so fast because I need to get back to the time we're in.
I will say that she did a good job as far as it's realistic of a flashback that you would have. Like, a certain scenario happens, and then he's like, that's why that, I like the backstreet for the perspective of the current issue. Yeah, I like that she was like, backstory. I know what you mean.
Backstreet Boys, I'm back!
Well, he's backstory, yeah. Whatever
oh my God.
She's back again. He is back again. He comes back. Yeah, he's oh my God, Tobias is back again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told him not to and showed him. Did he really? Yes. Yes.
I thought you were reading your wrist.
So, yeah, that was interesting as far as getting the backstory, and I like. She seems to have a head for these things as far as like the emotionality and like piecing together sequences of emotional tone and like how stuff would actually happen.
Well, she clearly though had this whole thing thought out and outlined, and because I'm getting
confused. She's like
super confused. It was confusing. Didn't you think it was confusing?
Do you think these people? I've imagined like,
especially when you're reading over multiple days, because I had to be like, wait, did I read this already? Did I read this? No, I didn't read this.
Like if I'm an author, I have to have. I'm imagining like a murder board.
She had to.
I mean, like
she
you have to
had a murder board.
Like this is who this is. Yes. This is who this is. This is the timeline.
Yeah, because I
can't
keep that all straight.
I mean,
you couldn't keep that all straight.
But they asked Sarah J. Maas or whatever in the interview about that, and she was like, she's got like really thorough, extensive notebooks.
Well, yeah.
But I feel like I would need to see it all on the wall or something. Like, I would need to see it, like, string theory everywhere. So, like, I knew what I was talking about.
Probably be not as confused if I had it on the wall.
Because I feel like I'd be really bored with, like, reading my own shit and then also reading my own notes.
Yeah.
If I didn't
when Lisa started reading this, I thought this would make a really good series. Like a movie series or a TV series. Yeah. But I don't know how they would do it. I think there's too much whiplash in the story.
I do think I agree. Like, but I just think like when he sees something and he says like, "Oh, that's what brought that up for me." That to me is realistic as far as like when you're you have ever when that happens to you in like real life, you're like, "Oh yeah, remember that?" And you're
when something makes sense,
or no, when you like, well, yeah, if something comes to fruition or something, or like you just like see something and you're like, "Do you remember that?" What that time that happened, and you like almost like replay it in your mind, like a flashback of some memory, like something triggers a memory for you, and you kind of relive it in that moment.
The thing I was thinking is like finding out someone is either on drugs or they in real life is on some kind of medication, or they have a mental disorder, and you're like, that makes total sense.
Which
now
is
why
like
they act like
that.
Why they acted like that.
Did you just sum up your entire dating history?
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty much
not the entire. There's plenty more, but the key highlights.
It can be summed up to those three problems. Those are the three issues.
Yeah.
Yes. Kaya's in here. Hello,
Hi,
Kaya. So yeah, I mean, yeah. So I
missed you at work today. We were slammed.
Yeah, I was freaking busy.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah. When we see Tobias like coming in and trying to get her back in the finish line, he's like, I'm all in. I gave it all up. I'm coming back for you. And we're gonna make this work. And we see him as a regular person, like that scene where he's passed out with the chips all on
Yeah, I know. Where he got high and the sweatpants.
Oh my god!
Yeah, binge watching TV.
He said, "Do you know there is a show on TV where they treasure hunt?" And she's like, "Storage Wars." Yes,
yeah.
Everybody knows this, Tobias.
Yeah.
What with the calling card song when he first showed up? I know, but like, I just don't understand the choice of that.
Grace.
Yeah, you pull up to your car and you're like,
it's almost hard to believe that he could make such a 180 turn of what a control freak.
Morgan said, I love him like that. I know, just passed out, the dog's licking the chips off of him. But you know what's sad is I immediately was like, but the abs.
She got home early, which is even
I
funnier.
know, and he's like, I am ashamed.
He's gonna straighten it out.
I am humiliated. I have been caught.
Yeah.
I am sad.
But there is no way they're not going to have sex.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
How many weeks has it been? I know I was shocked when I read part and he was like, it's been like 10 days. And I was like, it seems like it's been like 6 weeks. He's been playing house at our house.
Yeah. It's been a long time. We've all felt it.
Yeah.
The length. Not the physical length.
No, we have all not
Nobody's felt that.
Nobody has felt that.
But the emotional of that, for sure. Yeah. And I like the part, I really like the part, and with him and with the dog, he cracks me up with that freaking dog. He's like, you fuck him.
Competing with
He's
the
like,
dog.
she is mine first.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, and they're both French, which is hilarious.
You know what it is? It's the candle
Lumiere.
The candelabra from Beauty
Yes,
and the Beast.
that's right.
That's
When
right. You talk like that, that's all I see.
That's
is
right.
Mon chéri.
How did you know that that's my inspiration? That's what I'm imagining. Yeah.
Cartoon character.
Yes. That's
Oh my
me.
god, I've been trying to place.
That's
Who
what he is.
that voice?
Yes. Yeah, that's who it is. Yeah. I mean, but him and the dog, that's what I'm imagining. He's like, get away from me. Fuck you. Or whatever, you know.
And it's a French bulldog, right?
Yes.
A French bulldog?
So they're both French.
Yeah.
And the dog responds.
Those dogs are so ugly.
They're so cute though, and he's
They
like
are cute.
and he says
there's a show I watch where they all French bulldogs too. Southern Charm, and I'm like,
I love though that he's given the dog French commands and he understands
it because she's taught him that.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know any French commands, and then he's like, yeah, okay. And the dog just listens.
There's a lot of French in this book.
A lot.
Like, okay, does anybody else when they're reading, do you actually read the French part, or you just skip to the English? I almost said American.
To the English, obviously. You skip to the English.
Yeah, obviously.
But the problem is
I thought it'd be cool to hear it in my head, but I'm like, no, it's too much.
And she named the dog after his dad. I didn't know that. Okay. That's okay. Oh, thank you for the gifts, Kaya.
What is the
Kaya said let them cook. Both of big parts I skipped. His stepdad. That's right. I do remember the stepdad being Bo. That's right.
So the dog's name is Bo.
Yeah, so she named him after the dog. But yeah, him and that dog cracking me up. Because, and like, he's like, I hate you. But then he like gets up, he's like, alright, let's go out.
Let the dog go.
He like takes the dog potty and stuff. And they're both like, I mean, I just imagine them both like, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm done,
the
fucker.
dog's like, sitting over, as he's pooping, you know, he's like, mean mugging him as he's squatted out in the yard or whatever,
100%.
you know? You know that dog is doing that. So, I mean, that was the part that, like, that relationship right there took me out. And I also love when he, like, comes and sets up at the computer or at the work, you know, at work. And, like, Mr. Handsome is in there, whatever. After she, he gets up and he reads her to-do list and he's like, go to start a committee. And one of them's like, Mr. Handsome. And he's like, who the fuck is Mr. Handsome?
When he's looking at...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then he goes and sits up at the cafe with his computer.
Who is that dude?
Just some random dude.
Rando dude that just shows up at her diner.
And he's like, he's like, I loved her since she was 11.
Yeah.
He's like, whoa, dude. Like, very Epstein of you. Like, stop.
Yeah,
like, why would you say that?
Totally.
Like, he's like, I've known her since she was 11, and then she got breasties, and I said, I have to have her. I mean, that's not what he said, but that's basically what he said.
Truth. Yeah.
Like, that was kind of a lot.
So when did he see her when she was 11? When she came to Romans?
At the library. He went to go pick Dom up.
Thornbirds.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy is I forgot all about Thornbirds.
I've never read that.
Oh, I didn't read it, but I watched.
A movie?
Yes, it was a series. It was on, and I can't think of the actor, but it was so good. I was too young to watch it, but it was.
But so you for sure watched it.
Yeah, man. Did you remember watching?
You were too young, but you for sure did.
Thornbirds. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't think of who.
She made him jealous with her to-do list. I know. To do, pick up groceries. F the really handsome guy who comes to my work.
Yes.
Like, that's not a realistic to-do list.
Is it Richard Chamberlain that played the Thornbirds?
I don't know. I've never.
Oh, man, it was so good. My mom loved it, and I remember sneaking watching it, and I was like, oh, I'm so in love with the priest.
I would love to read that book now, but what did you think about the part where he had his whole emotional breakdown? When he's like drunk and like I don't know that I am picturing this right, so somebody make sure that I am seeing this. Was he running through the neighborhood in an apron, shirtless?
Where he'd been cooking?
But why was he running through the neighborhood shirtless with her pink apron on?
I don't know.
And what are the neighbors thinking? They're like, who is this guy? Oh, no, I've never seen that. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, it was a show.
Yeah, it was a show. It was in 1988 or 83. Yeah, I was 12, 11.
Super good for you to be watching.
Yeah. I mean, I got to watch Knots Landing when I was young, too.
That's great. He burnt dinner and got in his head.
Richard Chamberlain.
It was
him. I got it right.
I know, when he burnt the dinner, and he's sitting in there. Why was he running through the neighborhood with the apron on, though?
I don't know.
That was weird.
I remember, but did he get frustrated and go for a run, or was he just drunk and was like, I'm just going to run through the neighborhood?
But, you kept the apron on? Take the apron off. It literally...
Did it read as him running through, or did she just think he'd been running? Did she pass
No,
him?
she's calling him and where are you at? What are you doing? And it keeps going to voicemail, so she's scared, and then she rolls up on their street and he's out running with the apron. And there's flour all over him, and he's shirtless.
Okay.
And just the pants.
Yeah.
And then running calmed him. Because he had a panic attack. I know, but could you imagine being the neighbors? And you're like, what the f is this guy doing? I mean, he's covered in flour.
Yeah.
And then
I don't think she has any neighbors.
It was you know that scene from the college movie?
The college movie?
You know, he's like, Frank, what are you doing? He's like, we're streaking.
Everybody's doing it.
Everybody's doing it. And she's like, who's doing it? And he's like, there's more coming. Or whatever. She pulls up and she's like, Tobias, what are you doing? And he's like, I'm just running out there. I don't know. And she's like, get in the car, dude. And he gets in the car and he's like, I'm tired of this shit. She's like, what are you talking about? He's like, everything is ruined. He's having his meltdown.
I wish we could.
Meltdown.
I wish we could have a Frenchman's example. Of
I
an
know
accent.
a side by
Just like-
side comparison that is not accurate.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why do you give him a Borat voice? I don't know.
Yeah, I know. I'm pretty sure it's not that. Yeah.
I don't know why, but like he's having a hard time. Clearly.
Yeah.
And then he gets in the house. He's like. Okay, now. And then he took me out. He was like, I tried to cook. I did it. Surprise. It's burnt. And then he gets the wine glass and he's like, I saved you some. And there's like 3 drops. And he's just lit, just torched out.
Yeah. He was drinking gin, wasn't he?
A whole bottle. And he's like,
Oh,
date night is going very well, don't you think?
Yeah. But he strung the lights for...
I mean, like, what was the lights before or after, or while, or during the drinking?
Probably before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, and then she's like, where's the dog? And he's like, oh, shit. Where was the dog? I don't remember. Did he leave him outside?
I don't remember.
As he comes back in and the dog's with him, so I'm assuming like the dog got left outside or something.
Right?
He has his own cashier everywhere. His own cashier everywhere.
What?
His own cashier everywhere. Yeah, you mean like when anytime he goes to the store, he like it shows that interaction of him with a cashier. I think that maybe is what she's meaning.
I don't know.
But it's funny when he's like I'm assuming a Home Depot or something, and he's like,
I don't think he ever goes.
He goes to the store to get the lights and stuff. Yes, shopping. And like he's on the phone with Sean, and like he's like, I can't figure this woman out. He's like, I'm in way over my head. This is the worst. She won't even touch me or whatever. And then like, and then you hear laughing in the background or whatever. And
even close to him.
He's like,
you're not even in the same continent. You're like, I don't know where you're at. You're like in Yugoslavia.
I know, but like, and then Sean's like, and then he's like, do you have me on speaker, you fucker? And Sean's like, yes, you're on speaker. And Russell's like, hey, Tobias. And he's like, I'm going to kill you. And he's like in the middle of Walmart or something like picking up toilet paper. He's like, and they're like, don't get the cheap stuff. And then he's like, I've got Charmin. Okay? And Sean's like, that's good. It's fine. It'll pass. Whatever. I mean, it's like, and then after all of that, McDonald's just a diner. It's a small town and a specific one at the grocery store. Yeah, and they're like all helping him out.
Think Von Orr.
Like city. She says no, he has like a specific one at Home Depot and a specific one at the grocery store. And Mandy says, think Von Orr city size. It's a small town. No McDonald's, just a diner. Yeah. So like everybody knows everybody.
But definitely no Sean or Tobias.
Yeah. Yeah, clearly. And they're like, he's like at the register, like on the phone with Sean. He's like, I can't believe I fucking called you guys. Or whatever, and the cashier woman is like, honey, she's like looking at all the stuff he's getting. It's obviously like an apology thing or something. He's like, you probably should get those flowers too.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll take them all, I guess. Fuck.
It's good over. You're not even in the...
Oh, yeah. But like, and then in the midst of all that, he somehow takes somebody down at the store.
Oh, yeah. Outside
that
the
was
store,
like stalking him. So he's got this big ass buggy. I mean,
who were those two dudes? Were they there to kill her, or
there was one guy And he was, like, almost offended because he was so new. Like, he wasn't even a good stalker. Like, he was obvious. Yeah. And then his 2 ravens were supposed to get him. And they were like, we didn't know,
wasn't a stalker,
man.
It was like hired. They were like hired hitmen or something,
He was a hired, like, person to just report back to Antoine.
Oh, okay.
And, welcome in if you're new here to the Fictional Men Support Group.
Antoine, the guy...
His business partner from France. Yeah, okay. I guess is, like, kind of trying to keep tabs on him. But, like, you've got this big cart of groceries and you're on the phone like, what toilet paper should I get?
I totally thought it was going to go, like, to where he was buying her tampons or something.
I know!
That's literally what I thought it was going to...
He's so domestic!
Yeah. It's unrealistic. Yeah.
But it was so funny when he was like, you have me on speaker? Whatever. And he's like, yes, we have you on speaker. Like, we do.
You're like Count Dracula, Adam Sandler's style. What you doing? You have me on speaker.
I know, because that's how I'm imagining it.
One.
Yes. Yes. You better get me off. You better turn that phone. Yeah, they're like, he's got all these bags, and then he's like, hold on a second, I've got to go get this guy.
Yeah. It makes him so much more attractive.
That he can do that?
Where did he
put the buggy? That was my concern.
The buggy?
I'm like, you're in the middle of a store. Where are your groceries? Like, you know what I mean?
They weren't in his... He didn't have a buggy?
Yes.
I don't know. That all kind of ran together. I read so quickly to see what
he jumped the guy.
I did, John.
I don't know. Alexa's voice for him is making me not like him. Okay, Morgan said that.
I know. He makes it so non-attractive. It's like...
I'm sorry, okay? It's the best I can do. Okay, because that's what he... In my head, that's what he sounds like.
Makes him look like the dude from Married with Children.
I mean, he was in the chair with Cheeto dust all over him.
Yeah, he was.
And is it bad that... Is it... All I can picture is Borat. He jammed the guy with it, and all I can picture is... French accent does not equal Borat. He put the groceries in the trunk and took the buggy back and stalked the spies. So he's busy. I mean, who has time for that? Who has time? That's a lot. That's a lot of activity right there. And then so let me get this straight. In this whole day, he's went grocery shopping to several different stores. Okay, he's went to several different stores. Puts the stuff in the trunk, takes down a would-be stalker.
Is he driving the Camaro at this point?
Yeah, goes home.
We haven't even talked about that.
Attempts to cook dinner, hangs lights, puts up, and then...
Yeah. And where is she?
She's at work the whole time. I'm
still
like...
at the diner?
What this man can accomplish in a few hours, I've never seen the reality of that. I mean, he's been multitasking his whole life. That was easy work. Yeah, a smoother character, have to keep the groceries safe. Like, if I sent my husband out, he would just go to the grocery store and it would be like 4 hours later. This guy's like done so many tasks in a span of an hour. I mean, what's he getting up at like 6 a.m.?
Yeah, no, but he's used to running like
I mean...
master plan, so going to the grocery store and buying some flowers is...
Putting up lights. You know what? I've got lights he is driven. I've got lights sitting upstairs, and we've had multiple days off that are still not put up. And this guy...
Yeah, but you're not sitting at home killing time waiting for your Frenchman or your like, fantasy person to come home, like...
I'm just saying, if we could bottle whatever he's got going on as far as his motivation to do that as efficiently in time, I feel like that timeline is not realistic.
Yeah.
As far as, like, he's also trying to win her back. I mean,
yeah.
He's really putting in the work.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, and then, well, when are you calling me back? I know far. He was like, but when, Sean? He's like, but when are you calling me back? And he's like, Jesus, tomorrow, okay? Like, God. But and also, in this timeline, we haven't even, he also read a whole book.
Oh, yeah. There's
What
no
is
way.
this day? The never-ending day?
Yeah, it's a never-ending day.
What kind of...
Yeah.
Are we
that was unrealistic when I read that, because I was like, there is no way.
Are we on a 36-hour cycle day?
is a long-ass book.
Yeah.
It was drug out to like 6 or 8 weeks.
And that's what caused his whole meltdown.
Yeah.
Was because he's like, we're not like this, Cecilia.
Yeah.
And he's like, but he's drunk in the pink kiss me apron with flour all over him. He's like, is this what you think,
And what's
Cecilia?
funny is I didn't even... When I was younger, I just thought that Thornbirds was a love story. I did not know it was about a priest. It was like a total taboo.
And she was supposed to be... Wasn't she like a kid?
Super,
kinda?
yes. She was a kid. Yes.
He's a genius. He probably read it in 30 minutes. I know.
Yeah.
And I'm cool if you keep going, but it's past date.
Oh.
Yeah, it is past date. But, I mean, we can pick back up. I mean, obviously next week we'll finish Finish Line. We are going to do a poll for our next read, because next month it is going to be, no, wait, we picked this month. It was Reader's Choice this month. This last book was Reader's Choice. Flock. It was between Flock and another book. So, I am going to be releasing I'm going to do like a calendar. So, we'll have a planned reading schedule. Like what we're reading throughout the year, so that we can kind of plan for...
So, we're just going to finish this one.
Yeah, we're going to finish this one, and then I'll announce what the next book is going to be, probably in the next day or so. Yeah, but I do want to also keep it in line with releases that are coming out. So, like, if there's a release coming out, like, that, we'll cover that in that month. And then every, like, third or fourth book will have a reader's choice. Like, the community will pick. So,
Community being me,
like
you,
us,
Morgan, and Mandy?
Like you
or
two.
Kaya, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys, get your thumbs ready.
Blow your bubble.
Yeah. So we'll do a poll, and the 1 out of 3 will get the vote.
Yeah.
Okay. So we are gonna do that. I will release that. I've been working on that, but I just haven't. And like for Halloween, I thought we could do like a Halloween book, or like a spooky book or whatever, stuff like that. Just,
then your Count Dracula voice will really come in handy then. Yeah.
Talk about right place, right time.
Yes.
If we could just fast forward this to
100%.
October. Yeah. Okay, well, so thanks for joining us tonight, guys. We had a good... It'll still be the Borat voice. Exactly.
100%.
These are my sister.
I'm going to have to do some... download some recordings of a French man.
Obviously,
we've never been around any French men.
Yeah, I know. So Lockian.
You look like you should be in a castle.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's where I get it from. That's where my voice is from. Yeah. Yes.
Oh my God.
This suit is black, Nat. If I buy this car, does it come with pussy magnet? Or is that the extra purchase? Yeah, I don't know. Apparently I can nail that. So, anyway, thank you for joining us, guys, here for Hotel Transylvania. Yeah, Mavis, we don't talk to the humans.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah,
That's exactly what it is.
My baby. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So next week we'll see you guys. We're gonna finish the finish line. We're gonna finish it, and we'll see what we think. Do we like the fact that will she end up with Tobias? Is it gonna work out? We'll see. We'll see what goes on.
Bit better.
And then we'll announce our next book. I do not say blah blah blah. See, I knew you were teaching him that. I see this. Yeah. That's. Yes, I am the one who owns the hotel. Yes.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, make sure you read the epilogue at the end of Finish Line. Okay. Yes, we will do. I'll see you guys next week. Thanks for joining us. Next Thursday, 7 p.m., end of Finish Line. Appreciate you guys. Have a good night.